Hello, boys and girls. Today we are up to our final part of this section, technology. How has technology changed over time? The past 2 days we've been talking about Sam and Sawyer and how they lived very different lives, even though they have a lot of similarities as well. Today we're going to talk about how communication was different when Sam was 7 versus today when Sawyer is 7. While life can be hard for Sam's family, they are thankful for all that they have. Sam does not have electricity. That means that instead of lights, Sam's family lights candles and lanterns. They light a fire to cook their food and stay warm. If they want to send a message to a friend in a neighboring homestead, a neighboring homestead means kind of like another town. If they wanted to send a message to a friend in a neighboring homestead, they have to get on a horse and ride to them. Sam's family does not have phones, television, or computers. They only hear about what is going on in the world outside of their homestead when a traveler passes through or Sam's father travels off the farm. So the only communication that Sam and his family had were with each other and maybe if there's another family on their homestead. If they needed information or if they needed to tell someone something, they had to get on their horse and ride to the next town or however far away it was so they can either get help or talk to them or send them a message. And usually messages were very important. So I know when I pick up my phone and I just say hi, I just text my friend hi, that's not a very important message for Sam and his family. It would have to be something extremely important, like a big announcement, like someone might be sick and they need help, or someone might be getting married or having a baby. So only very important things were reason for them to get on their horse and go and share that information. Sawyer loves video chatting on the phone or computer with his granddad that lives in California. Now remember, Sawyer lives in New York and his granddad lives in California. California is way on the other side of the US. He only gets to see him in person when he gets on an airplane and flies in for his yearly visit. When Granddad is in town, they like to go to the movies or the arcade. Now, right away, we see so many differences between Sawyer and Sam. Sawyer can just open up his computer and see his grandfather, where Sam, if his grandfather lived somewhere else, he would have to get on a horse or in a wagon and travel there. Sawyer's grandfather travels by airplane. That did not exist when Sam and his family were alive. Also, when his grandfather does come and visit, they go to movie theaters or arcades. These are things that we know Sam and his family didn't have. When they are apart, Granddad likes to email Sawyer pictures of cool things he's doing in California. Once, he emailed Sawyer a picture of him at the museum, and another time sent Sawyer's mom a text message with a picture of him on top of a mountain. Sawyer likes being able to quickly contact his granddad whenever he has something important to tell him. So, the word important or important information, it means two very different things for Sawyer and his family and Sam and his family. Important things for Sam and his family meant life or death. important things for Sawyer's family is just keeping each other up to date on things that they do every day. Sam and Sawyer have some things in common, but their lives are also very different. What people eat, how they communicate with others, and how kids have fun have changed a lot over time. How else is life different today? So you can see such a big difference between Sawyer's family and Sam's family, especially with communication. Technology has changed so much over the years. And to be honest, Sam lived a very long time ago, at a time no one we know today is alive. I know when I was little, we had different kind of technology. People didn't really have cell phones when I was little. Today, everyone has a cell phone. And even when I was old enough to have a cell phone, I had a cell phone, but it was a flip phone and you couldn't really take pictures on it. Now, our phones are more like computers. So even in the last 5 and 10 years, technology has changed so much. So I can't imagine having to live a life like Sam's family only because our technology today has made our life so much easier. So today, you are going to write 2 things that you learned about communication and technology. Well, long ago it was communication. What are 2 things they did long ago for communication? And what are 2 things that Sawyer and his family do today for communication? Once you finish this worksheet, you can repost it for me and fill it in and send it back. If you can't write on the paper, you can write it in a notebook, take a picture, and post it.